Hey guys, I guess I've been shopping again, and like I said before, my plans for my vehicle change with both my health, my funds, and basically family, and maybe not necessarily in that order. So anyway, just an update on myself. I did make it through my surgery. I came home last Friday night. Basically just been on, I'm not supposed to be lifting anything. I'm not supposed to be driving. Not supposed to be doing anything that involves bending, squatting, reaching. I don't know. I guess I'm allowed to breathe and go to the bathroom, but that's boring. So I'm trying to get some stuff done to keep myself occupied. So basically what I did was I've been spending a lot of time looking at all the potential products I have or projects I have, what it's going to take to get each of them going in the S10 Blazer, trying to make a realistic expectation of trying to get this thing back on the road sometime this year. And I don't know. I ended up going back and deciding, okay, as much as I hate to do it, I'm going to go ahead and stick with the traditional V8. But as I think I mentioned just in a quick passing statement in a previous video, I wouldn't even sell someone something that I wouldn't be willing to use myself. So I basically originally was thinking about just putting positive seals on my double hump heads, possibly throwing in that big General Kinetics flat tappet cam, and having just a nice sounding engine that I could drive, and had played with the idea of throwing together a T5 to put in there, but then that also involves shortening the drive shaft, scooting on my vehicle, scooting the transmission crossmember backwards is not a concern. I don't care about that. But you have added cost involved with shortening the drive shaft, buying and installing the clutch pedal assemblies, because on the S10 vehicles, especially my second gen, they, I don't know if they consider mine first or second gen, because I get them confused with the Chevy Loves. But anyway, the 85s, they're not the easiest vehicle to change the clutch pedals in, because you have to change the whole assembly, like the whole bracket up in the dash. Everything has to be changed. You can't just change the hanging pedals. So regardless, I tried to play everything, weigh everything out, see where I was at. I know the engine that was in the Blazer was running good. It wasn't smoking, but it did have a little bit of an oil consumption issue driving on the highway. And I noticed no matter what we did, it was putting oil on the plugs, either on the threads or on the whole, end of the spark plug, which I hated. And so I had just convinced myself that it was because I should have put positive seals on those heads. So my original plan was that, okay, I can take these heads in, have a machine for positive seals, put them back together, and they should be good to go. And I did reaffirm that with my machinist, that yeah, he agrees that based on those heads the last time we went through them, they should have at least had positive seals in them, but he didn't think they were ready for new guides or inserts or anything of that nature. So I was like, okay. Well, long story short, and I've got a lot of time on my hands because I'm not allowed to do anything according to the doctor for 2 weeks. So I have decided I am going to go through the heads. I'm going to put in the, I think they're Howard's. Sorry about that. Bumping the camera a little bit there. Let me get down here where I can point things out. But I picked up a set of Howard's positive seals. I don't know if you guys have seen those before, but generally they're listed as a 530 to 500. These would say 531 thousandths, because apparently Howard's wants to be different. So I'm going to take the heads in, have the tops of the valve guides machined down to accept these positive seals. And the reason why I went with the Howard's brand is because traditionally they have the tightest clearance to your valve stem that I've found. Slightly even tighter than the Comp Cams version. And I want to make sure and get positive control over the oil going down those valve stems. But, so we're going to take the heads in, have them machined, go to the positive seals. During the upgrade, because we are going hydraulic roller cam, I went ahead and got a set of Howard's, what I would consider a 550 lift. These springs give you 125 pounds of seat pressure with a 1,750 installed height. And that is a big upgrade from the stupid Z28 springs I have in there now, which apparently are not near as strong as what I thought they were. But anyway, we're going with the 550 Howard spring at a set 1,750 installed height, which is going to require some plus 50 thousandths hardened steel locks. Now, I always recommend running the high quality steel, hardened steel locks. I'm one of those people that have dropped a valve in the past by shearing off a keeper or lock, and I don't wish to repeat that experience. But part of going to a factory hydraulic roller setup, you have to have new push rods. And even though I have, hardened push rods in there now, they're for a regular hydraulic flat tappet setup, which are like, I want to say 700-800. Well, the factory hydraulic roller setup only runs a 7-200 push rod. So I have the hardened thick wall 7-200 push rods for the hydraulic roller setup, 550 springs, positive retainers, locks. I did have to pick up another timing chain. If I can dial that thing in for you a little bit. Apparently, when you utilize the factory hydraulic roller setup in those blocks, they take a different timing chain. So, took the opportunity to upgrade. This is actually labeled as a Carcraft brand, but if you know how to look at the stamps on the back of it, this is a 200 roller. It's a double roller with 200 trunnions, or whatever they call that, 0.200 thousandths trunnions. Timing set for the hydraulic roller setup. I went ahead and started procuring all these other, sorry about that, gaskets. So I've got replacement Felpro blue Permatorque gaskets. I got brand new Felpro valve cover gaskets, and I have the Felpro 1205 small race port gaskets that match my cylinder head porting. Actually, my cylinder head and intake porting, I use the 1205 gasket. Score of the day was an Elgin hydraulic roller cam set up for the factory, setup, $178. I can't beat that with a stick. Like, I had, played with the idea of whether I wanted to spend that much money on putting in a hydraulic roller setup. $178. We're talking 480 lift, 230 at 50 thousandths, 306 advertised. You can't really beat it. So that's where I'm at. I'm going hydraulic roller. I'm going to go through the old school small block and put her back in service again, but try to make her run a little bit cleaner, and I'll make a little bit more power, which will help me feel better and help me enjoy the vehicle. So there I am again, making another change. Hydraulic roller, freshen the top end. Still considering on whether I'm going to do any freshening of the bores on the bottom end, because I have suspicion that last re-ring I did on it maybe glazed the cylinders a little bit. Rather than take the chance, I may go ahead and bore it out and put some different pistons in it. So thanks for watching. I'll try to get some videos up as soon as I can. Thank you.